Chess is often described as a microcosm of life. It's a game of decisions, consequences, and the relentless pursuit of advantage. But if there's one phase of the game that encapsulates the essence of both chess and life, it's the endgame. The endgame is where the complexity of the middle game gives way to clarity, where every move carries weight, and where the smallest advantages can determine victory or defeat. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, feel free to comment with any chess tips you may have for a beginner. This video is the most interesting one yet, so make sure you watch it until the end and enjoy it. In life, as in chess, we often focus on the big dramatic moments, the bold moves, sacrifices, and flashy successes. But the true test begins in the endgame, the quiet aftermath of those moments. How do we handle the pressure? Can we stay focused when the stakes are high? Do we have the patience and discipline to see things through? Script is an exploration of the chess endgame, not just as a technical phase of the game, but as a philosophical framework for understanding strategy, psychology, and life itself. We'll delve into the principles that govern the endgame, the mental challenges it presents, and the lessons it offers for navigating the complexities of life. Clarity and simplicity. The endgame begins when most of the pieces have been exchanged and the board is stripped down to its essentials. Unlike the opening and middle games, where the focus is on development, tactics, and attack, the endgame is about precision and calculation. It's a phase where every move matters and the smallest mistake can be fatal. One of the defining features of the endgame is the transformation of the king. In the opening and middle game, the king is a liability, a piece to be sheltered and protected. But in the endgame, the king becomes a powerful asset. It's no longer enough to hide your king in the corner. You must bring it into the fight, using it to support your pawns and block your opponent's advances. Another key aspect of the endgame is the importance of pawn structure. Pawns, often overlooked in the early stages of the game, become the backbone of your strategy in the endgame. A well-placed pawn can be the difference between victory and defeat, while a weak pawn can be a fatal flaw. Understanding how to create passed pawns, how to defend weak pawns, and how to use pawn breaks to open lines for your pieces is essential to endgame mastery. Precision under pressure. The endgame is not just a test of skill, it's a test of mental fortitude. By this stage of the game, both players are often tired, their minds frayed from hours of concentration. Mistakes are more likely, and the stakes feel higher. Every move carries the weight of consequence, and the pressure can be overwhelming. One of the most challenging aspects of the endgame is the shift in mindset it requires. In the middle game, chess is a game of possibilities. There are countless moves, countless plans, and countless ways to attack and defend. But in the endgame, the possibilities narrow. The board becomes a canvas with only a few strokes left to paint. This shift requires a different kind of thinking, a shift from complexity to precision. This precision is what makes the endgame so challenging and so rewarding. It's not about flashy tactics or bold sacrifices. It's about patience, calculation, and discipline. It's about seeing the invisible threads that connect the pieces and using them to weave a winning plan. Key endgame principles. Lessons in strategy. The endgame is governed by a set of principles that, when understood and applied, can turn a losing position into a draw or a draw into a win. These principles are not just rules of thumb, they are insights into the nature of chess and, by extension, the nature of life. King activity. In the endgame, the king is a fighting piece. It's no longer enough to hide your king in the corner. You must bring it into action, using it to support your pawns and block your opponent's advances. Pawn promotion. The ultimate goal of the endgame is to promote a pawn to a queen. Understanding how to create passed pawns and how to shepherd them to the promotion square is essential to endgame mastery. Zugzwang. This is a situation where any move a player makes will worsen their position. It's a cruel twist of fate, a reminder that sometimes the best move is no move at all. Opposition and triangulation. These are subtle maneuvers that allow you to outmaneuver your opponent and gain control of key squares. A metaphor for life. The endgame, with its quiet intensity and unrelenting pressure, is a mirror of life. It's a reminder that success isn't always about bold moves and grand gestures. Sometimes it's about the small, steady steps that lead to victory. It's about patience, discipline, and resilience. It's about staying focused when the stakes are high and trusting in your ability to see things through to the end. In life, as in chess, we all face endgames. They're the moments when the noise fades away, and we're left with the essence of who we are and what we've built. They're the moments that test our character, our resolve, and our ability to adapt. And they're the moments that define us. Famous endgames in history, lessons from the masters. The endgame has been the stage for some of the most memorable moments in chess history. These games are not just technical masterpieces, they are profound lessons in strategy, patience, and the art of turning small advantages into victory. By studying these endgames, we can learn not only about chess, but also about the principles that govern success in life. 1. Capablanca's precision, the immortal endgame. José Raúl Capablanca, the third world chess champion, was known for his effortless mastery of the endgame. His games are a testament to the power of precision and simplicity. One of his most famous endgames was against Frank Marshall in 1918. In this game, Capablanca demonstrated the importance of king activity and pawn structure. Despite being materially equal, Capablanca's king was more active, and his pawns were better placed. He slowly outmaneuvered Marshall, creating a passed pawn and promoting it to a queen. The game is a masterclass in patience and calculation, showing how small advantages can be amplified with precise play. Life lesson. Success often comes from doing the simple things well. Capablanca's endgame reminds us that consistent, disciplined effort can turn even the smallest advantages into victory. 2. Karpov's mastery, the art of zugzwang. Anatoly Karpov, the 12th world chess champion, was a virtuoso of the endgame. His ability to create zugzwang, forcing his opponent into a position where any move would worsen their position, was unparalleled. One of his most famous endgames is against Viktor Korchnoi in their 1974 candidates match. In this game, Karpov used his superior pawn structure and king activity to gradually limit Korchnoi's options. Eventually, Korchnoi was forced to make a move that weakened his position, allowing Karpov to win. This game is a perfect example of how patience and strategic planning can force your opponent into making mistakes. Life lesson. Sometimes, the best way to win is to let your opponent defeat. Karpov's use of zugzwang teaches us the value of patience and the power of creating situations where others are compelled to make difficult choices. 3. Fischer's brilliance, the power of calculation. Bobby Fischer, the 11th world chess champion, was known for his incredible calculation skills and endgame prowess. One of his most famous endgames is against Tigran Petrosian in the 1971 candidates tournament. In this game, Fischer demonstrated the importance of calculation and piece coordination. Despite being down a pawn, Fischer used his active pieces to create threats that Petrosian couldn't defend against. Fischer's ability to calculate deeply and accurately allowed him to turn a seemingly lost position into a win. Life lesson. Success often requires seeing several moves ahead. Fischer's endgame reminds us that careful planning and foresight can help us navigate even the most challenging situations. The modern endgame. Magnus Carlsen, the current world chess champion, has redefined endgame play in the modern era. His ability to grind out wins from seemingly equal positions is unmatched. One of his most famous endgames is against Sergei Karyakin in the 2016 World Chess Championship. In this game, Carlsen demonstrated the importance of resilience and endgame technique. Despite the position being theoretically drawn, Carlsen continued to press, creating problems for Karjakin until he eventually made a mistake. Carlsen's relentless pressure and deep understanding of endgame principles allowed him to secure a crucial win. Persistence pays off. Carlsen's endgame teaches us that even when the odds are against us, staying focused and continuing to push can lead to unexpected opportunities. 5. Rubinstein's elegance, the queen and pawn endgame. Akiba Rubinstein, one of the greatest endgame players in chess history, was known for his elegant and precise play. One of his most famous endgames was against Georg Rotlewi in 1907. In this game, Rubinstein demonstrated the power of passed pawns and queen activity. He skillfully maneuvered his queen and pawns to create threats that Rotlewi couldn't defend against. Rubinstein's ability to coordinate his pieces and exploit weaknesses is a timeless lesson in endgame strategy. Life lesson: coordination and focus are key to success. Rubinstein's endgame reminds us that by aligning our efforts and targeting the right opportunities, we can achieve our goals. The endgame as a philosophical framework. These famous endgames are more than just technical achievements. They are philosophical lessons in strategy, patience, and resilience. They remind us that success is often the result of small, consistent efforts rather than grand, dramatic gestures. They teach us the importance of staying focused under pressure, of seeing several moves ahead, and of creating situations where others are compelled to make difficult choices. In life, as in chess, we all face endgames. They are the moments when the noise fades away and we're left with the essence of who we are and what we've built. They are the moments that test our character, our resolve, and our ability to adapt. And they are the moments that define us. Building a foundation. For many chess players, the endgame is an intimidating phase of the game. The board feels emptier, the pieces fewer, and the stakes higher. But the endgame doesn't have to be daunting. By mastering a few fundamental principles, beginners can navigate this phase with confidence and even turn losing positions into draws or wins. King activity, the king as a fighting piece. In the endgame, the king transforms from a liability into a powerful asset. Unlike in the opening and middle game, where the king must be protected, the endgame requires the king to take an active role. A centralized king can support pawns, block opponent pawns, and even participate in checkmating patterns. Practical tip: in the endgame, ask yourself, is my king active? If not, consider moving it toward the center of the board or your opponent's pawns. Life lesson: adaptability is key. Just as the king's role changes in the endgame, we must be willing to adapt to new circumstances and take on different roles as life evolves. Pawn promotion, the ultimate goal. The primary objective of the endgame is to promote a pawn to a queen. A passed pawn, a pawn with no opposing pawns blocking its path to promotion, is one of the most powerful weapons in the endgame. Beginners should focus on creating passed pawns and advancing them safely. Practical tip: to create a passed pawn, look for opportunities to push your pawns and create weaknesses in your opponent's pawn structure. Use your king and other pieces to support the pawn's advance. Life lesson: small steps lead to big achievements. Just as a pawn's journey to promotion requires patience and support, our goals in life often require steady effort and collaboration. Basic checkmating patterns. While the endgame often revolves around pawn promotion, it's essential to know how to deliver checkmate with limited material. 2 fundamental checkmating patterns every beginner should learn are: king and queen versus king. Use your queen to restrict the opponent's king, while your king assists in delivering checkmate. King and rook versus king. Use your rook to cut off the opponent's king while your king helps corner it. Practical tip: practice these checkmating patterns until they become second nature. They are the foundation of endgame mastery. Life lesson: mastery comes from repetition. Just as practicing checkmating patterns builds confidence, consistently honing our skills in life leads to competence and success. Simplification: trading down to a winning position. One of the most effective endgame strategies is simplification, trading pieces to reach a winning position. For example, if you're up material, exchanging pieces can make it easier to convert your advantage into a win. Practical tip: when ahead, look for opportunities to trade pieces, especially queens and rooks. When behind, avoid unnecessary exchanges and try to complicate the position. Life lesson: focus on what matters. Simplification teaches us to eliminate distractions and concentrate on the essentials, whether in chess or life. Opposition: the key to king and pawn endgames. In king and pawn endgames, the concept of opposition is crucial. Opposition occurs when the two kings face each other with one square in between. The player who doesn't have the move, i.e., the player who is in opposition, gains a strategic advantage. Practical tip: use opposition to outmaneuver your opponent's king and promote your pawn. For example, if you can place your king directly in front of your pawn with opposition, you can often force your opponent's king to retreat. Life lesson: positioning is everything. Just as opposition in chess creates opportunities, positioning ourselves strategically in life can open doors and create advantages. Common mistakes to avoid. Beginners often make avoidable mistakes in the endgame. Here are a few to watch out for. Passivity. Failing to activate your king or pieces can lead to lost opportunities. Rushing. Moving too quickly without calculating can result in blunders. Ignoring pawn structure. Weak pawns or poorly placed pawns can become targets for your opponent. Practical tip: take your time in the endgame, calculate carefully, and always consider the long-term consequences of your moves. Life lesson: patience and foresight are virtues. Rushing decisions or neglecting details can lead to mistakes, while careful planning and attention to detail can lead to success. The endgame as a metaphor for life. The endgame is a microcosm of life's challenges. It requires patience, precision, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. By mastering the basics of the endgame, beginners can not only improve their chess skills, but also develop a mindset that serves them well in life. In chess, as in life, the endgame is where the true test begins. It's where we see the results of our earlier decisions and where we must summon the focus and resilience to finish strong. Whether you're pushing a pawn to promotion or navigating a difficult situation in life, the principles of the endgame, patience, adaptability, and strategic thinking, can guide you to success. Advanced endgame techniques, mastering complexity. Once you've mastered the basics of the endgame, it's time to explore more advanced techniques. These strategies require a deeper understanding of chess principles and a higher level of calculation, but they can elevate your endgame play to new heights. Let's explore some of these techniques and the lessons they offer. The power of passed pawns. Passed pawns are the backbone of many endgames. A passed pawn has no opposing pawns blocking its path to promotion. Advanced players know how to create, support, and exploit passed pawns to their advantage. Technique: use your pieces to support your passed pawn's advance. For example, place your rook behind the pawn on the same file to provide maximum support. This is known as the Tarrasch rule. Rooks belong behind passed pawns. Example: in rook endgames, a well-supported passed pawn can often outweigh material disadvantages. By coordinating your rook and king, you can create unstoppable threats. Life lesson: focus on your strengths. Just as a passed pawn can dominate the endgame, leveraging your unique talents and resources can help you achieve your goals. Rook endgames, the most common endgame. Rook endgames are the most frequently occurring endgames in chess. They are also among the most complex, requiring precise calculation and strategic planning. Key concepts in rook endgames include active rooks. Place your rook on open files or behind passed pawns. King activity. Centralize your king to support your pawns and restrict your opponent's king. Lucena position. a winning technique for promoting a pawn when your king is in front of the pawn and your rook is cutting off the opponent's king. Philidor position, a defensive technique to hold a draw when your king is cut off from the action. Technique. Study these key positions and practice them regularly. Understanding the Lucina and Philidor positions, for example, can turn theoretical draws into wins or save lost positions. Life lesson. Preparation is key. Just as mastering rook endgame techniques requires study and practice, preparing for life's challenges can give you the tools to succeed. Bishop versus knight. Which is stronger? In the endgame, the relative strength of bishops and knights depends on their position. Bishops excel in open positions with pawns on both sides of the board, while knights thrive in closed positions with blocked pawn structures. Technique. Evaluate the pawn structure to determine which piece is stronger. If the position is open, try to keep your bishop and trade your opponent's knight. If the position is closed, aim to preserve your knight and exchange your opponent's bishop. Example. In a bishop versus knight endgame, a bishop can often dominate if it controls key diagonals and supports passed pawns. Conversely, a knight can be more effective in cramped positions where it can outmaneuver the bishop. Life lesson. Context matters. Just as the strength of a bishop or knight depends on the position, the effectiveness of our actions depends on the circumstances we're in. Zugzwang, the art of forcing mistakes. Zugzwang is a situation where any move a player makes will worsen their position. It's a powerful tool in the endgame, often used to force opponents into making fatal mistakes. Technique. Create Zugzwang by maneuvering your pieces to limit your opponent's options. For example, in king and pawn endgames, triangulation, a series of moves that force your opponent to lose a tempo, can create Zugzwang. Example. In a king and pawn endgame, if you can place your king in front of your pawn with opposition, you can often force your opponent's king to retreat, allowing your pawn to advance. Life lesson. Sometimes, the best move is no move at all. Zugzwang teaches us the value of patience and the power of creating situations where others are compelled to act against their interests. Pawn breaks, creating opportunities. Pawn breaks are moves that open lines for your pieces and create dynamic possibilities. In the endgame, pawn breaks can be used to create passed pawns, activate your pieces, or disrupt your opponent's plans. Technique. Look for opportunities to push your pawns and create weaknesses in your opponent's position. For example, in a rook endgame, a well-timed pawn break can open files for your rook and create threats. In the famous endgame between Capablanca and Tartakower, 1914, Capablanca used a pawn break to open the position and activate his rook, leading to a winning advantage. Take initiative. Just as pawn breaks create opportunities on the board, taking bold steps in life can open new doors and create possibilities. The principle of two weaknesses. In complex endgames, it's often not enough to create a single weakness in your opponent's position. Advanced players use the principle of two weaknesses, creating multiple threats that the opponent cannot defend against simultaneously. Technique. Identify or create two weaknesses in your opponent's position, e.g., a weak pawn and an exposed king. Use your pieces to attack both weaknesses, forcing your opponent to make difficult choices. In many endgames, a player might attack a weak pawn on one side of the board, while simultaneously threatening to promote a passed pawn on the other side. Diversify your efforts. Just as attacking two weaknesses in chess increases your chances of success, pursuing multiple goals in life can create more opportunities for achievement. The endgame as a philosophical framework. Advanced endgame techniques are not just about winning chess games, they are about understanding the deeper principles of strategy, patience, and adaptability. These techniques remind us that success often requires careful planning, precise execution, and the ability to seize opportunities when they arise. In life, as in chess, the endgame is where the true test begins. It's where we see the results of our earlier decisions and where we must summon the focus and resilience to finish strong. Whether you're navigating a complex endgame or a challenging situation in life, the principles of advanced endgame play, patience, adaptability, and strategic thinking can guide you to success. The endgame as a mirror of life. Lessons beyond the board. Chess is often described as a metaphor for life, and nowhere is this more evident than in the endgame. The endgame is where the complexity of the middle game gives way to clarity, where every move carries weight, and where the smallest advantages can determine victory or defeat. But beyond the technical aspects of endgame play, there are profound lessons that resonate far beyond the chessboard. Decision-making under pressure. In the endgame, the margin for error is razor-thin. A single mistake can turn a winning position into a loss, and the pressure to make the right move can be overwhelming. This mirrors the challenges we face in life, where important decisions often come with high stakes and little room for error. Chess lesson. In the endgame, precision is key. Every move must be calculated carefully, and the consequences of each decision must be weighed against the potential outcomes. Life lesson. In life, as in chess, the ability to make sound decisions under pressure is a critical skill. Whether it's choosing a career path, navigating a difficult relationship, or managing a crisis, the principles of careful calculation and foresight can guide us to better outcomes. Patience and long-term thinking. The endgame rewards patience and long-term thinking. Unlike the middle game, where flashy tactics and quick attacks can decide the game, the endgame is a slow, methodical grind. It's about accumulating small advantages, outmaneuvering your opponent, and staying focused on the ultimate goal. Chess lesson. In the endgame, success often comes from doing the simple things well. It's about staying disciplined, avoiding shortcuts, and trusting in the process. Life lesson. In life, many of our most important goals, building a career, raising a family, or achieving personal growth, require patience and persistence. The endgame reminds us that success is often the result of small, consistent efforts rather than grand, dramatic gestures. Adaptability and resilience. The endgame is a test of adaptability and resilience. As the board changes and the position evolves, players must adjust their strategies and find new ways to create opportunities. This mirrors the challenges we face in life, where unexpected setbacks and changing circumstances often require us to adapt and persevere. In the endgame, flexibility is key. Players must be willing to shift their plans, exploit new opportunities, and respond to their opponent's threats. In life, the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is a critical skill. Whether it's navigating a career change, overcoming a personal setback, or dealing with a global crisis, resilience and adaptability can help us weather the storm and emerge stronger. The importance of small advantages. In the endgame, small advantages, such as a more active king, a better pawn structure, or a slight material edge, can make all the difference. These advantages may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they can compound into a decisive victory. In the endgame, every small advantage matters. Players must be vigilant in identifying and exploiting these advantages, no matter how minor they may seem. In life, small actions and habits can have a profound impact over time. Whether it's saving a little money each month, investing in your health, or building relationships, the cumulative effect of small advantages can lead to significant long-term success. The art of letting go. In the endgame, players often face difficult choices about which pieces to keep and which to sacrifice. Letting go of a valuable piece can be painful, but sometimes it's necessary to achieve a greater goal. In the endgame, sacrifices are often required to create winning opportunities. Players must be willing to let go of what they value to achieve their ultimate objective. Life lesson. In life, we often face difficult choices about what to hold on to and what to let go of. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or a long-held belief, the ability to let go can be a powerful tool for growth and transformation. The final push, seeing things through. The endgame is where games are won and lost, and it's also where players must summon the focus and determination to see things through to the end. This mirrors the challenges we face in life, where the final push, whether it's finishing a project, achieving a goal, or overcoming a personal challenge, often requires the greatest effort. In the endgame, the final push is often the most difficult. Players must stay focused, avoid distractions, and maintain their resolve until the very end. In life, the final push is often where we face the greatest resistance. Whether it's completing a degree, launching a business, or achieving a personal milestone, the ability to stay focused and see things through is a critical skill. Mastering the endgame. The endgame is more than just a phase of the game. It's a philosophical framework for understanding strategy, patience, and resilience. By studying the endgame, we can learn valuable lessons about decision-making, adaptability, and the pursuit of long-term goals. These lessons resonate far beyond the chessboard, offering insights into the challenges we face in life. In chess, as in life, the endgame is where the true test begins. It's where we see the results of our earlier decisions and where we must summon the focus and resilience to finish strong. Whether you're pushing a pawn to promotion or navigating a difficult situation in life, the principles of the endgame, patience, adaptability, and strategic thinking can guide you to success. Chess is a rich tapestry of strategy, psychology, and philosophy. The principles that govern chess, calculation, foresight, adaptability, and resilience, are also the principles that govern success in life. By examining these principles, we can gain valuable insights into how to navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and purpose. 1. Calculation and foresight, seeing several moves ahead. In chess, the ability to calculate multiple moves ahead is a hallmark of great players. This skill allows them to anticipate their opponent's responses, plan long-term strategies, and avoid potential pitfalls. Calculation and foresight are essential for navigating complex positions. Players must weigh the consequences of each move and consider the long-term implications of their decisions. In life, foresight is equally important. Whether it's planning for retirement, making career decisions, or navigating personal relationships, the ability to think ahead and anticipate potential outcomes can help us make better choices and avoid unnecessary risks. 2. Adaptability, responding to changing circumstances. Chess is a dynamic game and no plan survives contact with the opponent. Great players can adapt their strategies in response to changing circumstances, shifting their focus and finding new opportunities as the game evolves. Chess lesson: adaptability is key to success in chess. Players must be willing to abandon their initial plans, respond to their opponent's threats, and seize new opportunities as they arise. In life, adaptability is equally important. Whether it's dealing with a sudden job loss, navigating a global crisis, or adjusting to changes in personal relationships, the ability to adapt and respond to changing circumstances is a critical skill. Bouncing back from setbacks. In chess, setbacks are inevitable. Even the best players lose games, blunder pieces, and face difficult positions. What sets great players apart is their ability to bounce back from these setbacks, learn from their mistakes, and continue playing with focus and determination. Resilience is essential for success in chess. Players must be able to recover from losses, learn from their mistakes, and maintain their focus and determination in the face of adversity. Life lesson. In life, resilience is equally important. Whether it's recovering from a personal failure, overcoming a health challenge, or dealing with a financial setback, The ability to bounce back and keep moving forward is a critical skill. 4. Strategy and planning, setting long-term goals. In chess, success often comes from setting long-term goals and working steadily toward them. Whether it's controlling the center, creating a passed pawn, or launching a kingside attack, great players can set clear objectives and execute their plans with precision. Strategy and planning are essential for success in chess. Players must be able to set long-term goals, develop a plan to achieve them, and execute that plan with precision. In life, strategy and planning are equally important. Whether it's building a career, achieving personal goals, or managing finances, the ability to set clear objectives and work steadily toward them is a critical skill. 5. Balance, weighing risk and reward. In chess, every move involves a trade-off between risk and reward. Players must weigh the potential benefits of a move against the potential risks, considering both the immediate consequences and the long-term implications. Chess lesson: balance is key to success in chess. Players must be able to weigh the risks and rewards of each move, considering both the immediate consequences and the long-term implications. Life lesson: in life, balance is equally important. Whether it's making financial investments, pursuing career opportunities, or navigating personal relationships, the ability to weigh risks and rewards and make balanced decisions is a critical skill. 6. Patience, waiting for the right moment. In chess, patience is often the key to success. Great players can wait for the right moment to strike, avoiding premature attacks and allowing their plans to unfold naturally. Chess lesson: patience is essential for success in chess. Players must be able to wait for the right moment to strike, avoiding premature attacks and allowing their plans to unfold naturally. Life lesson: in life, patience is equally important. Whether it's waiting for the right career opportunity, building a relationship, or achieving personal goals, the ability to wait for the right moment and avoid rushing into decisions is a critical skill. 7. Learning from mistakes, turning setbacks into opportunities. In chess, mistakes are inevitable. Even the best players blunder pieces, misevaluate positions, and make poor decisions. What sets great players apart is their ability to learn from these mistakes, analyze their games, and improve their play. Chess lesson: learning from mistakes is essential for success in chess. Players must be able to analyze their games, identify their mistakes, and learn from them to improve their play. Life lesson: in life, learning from mistakes is equally important. Whether it's recovering from a personal failure, overcoming a professional setback, or improving personal relationships, the ability to learn from mistakes and grow from them is a critical skill. 8. The power of perspective, seeing the big picture. In chess, the ability to see the big picture is essential. Players must be able to evaluate the overall position, consider the long-term implications of their moves, and avoid getting bogged down in unnecessary details. Chess lesson: perspective is key to success in chess. Players must be able to see the big picture, evaluate the overall position, and consider the long-term implications of their moves. Life lesson: in life, perspective is equally important. Whether it's making major life decisions, navigating complex relationships, or managing personal goals, the ability to see the big picture and avoid getting bogged down in unnecessary details is a critical skill. A guide to life. The principles that govern chess, calculation, foresight, adaptability, resilience, strategy, balance, patience, and learning from mistakes, are also the principles that govern success in life. By studying chess and applying its lessons to our own lives, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity, purpose, and confidence. In chess, as in life, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every move, every decision, and every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Whether you're pushing a pawn to promotion or navigating a difficult situation in life, The principles of chess can guide you to success. Chess is often called the game of kings, but its lessons are universal. From the opening moves to the final checkmate, chess offers a rich tapestry of strategies, principles, and philosophies that resonate far beyond the board. It's a game that mirrors life in its complexity, its challenges, and its opportunities. By studying chess, we can gain valuable insights into how to approach life with greater clarity, purpose, and resilience. 1. The opening, setting the stage. In chess, the opening is about laying the foundation for the rest of the game. It's about controlling the center, developing your pieces, and preparing for the battles to come. A strong opening sets the stage for success, while a weak one can leave you struggling to catch up. Life lesson. In life, the opening is about setting the stage for your future. It's about building a strong foundation, whether through education, relationships, or personal growth, that will support you in the challenges ahead. Just as in chess, the choices you make early in life can have a profound impact on your long-term success. Navigating complexity. The middle game is where the real battle begins. It's a phase of complexity where tactics, strategy, and creativity come into play. Players must navigate a web of possibilities, balancing attack and defense, risk and reward, and short-term gains against long-term goals. In life, the middle game is where we face the complexities of adulthood, careers, relationships, and personal challenges. It's a phase that requires adaptability, resilience, and the ability to think strategically. Just as in chess, success in life often depends on our ability to navigate complexity and make sound decisions under pressure. 3. The endgame, finishing strong. The endgame is where games are won and lost. It's a phase of precision, patience, and perseverance, where small advantages can make all the difference. The endgame rewards those who can stay focused, adapt to changing circumstances, and see things through to the end. In life, the endgame is about finishing strong. It's about staying focused on your goals, persevering through challenges, and making the most of the opportunities you've created. Just as in chess, the endgame is where the true test begins, and where the rewards of your efforts are realized. Chess teaches us that success is not just about talent or luck. It's about preparation, strategy, and the ability to learn from mistakes. It's about seeing the big picture while paying attention to the details. It's about balancing risk and reward, patience and urgency, and adaptability and consistency. The principles of chess, calculation, foresight, adaptability, resilience, strategy, balance, patience, and learning from mistakes, are also the principles of success in life. By applying these principles to our own lives, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity, purpose, and confidence. A reminder that life, like chess, is a series of decisions, each with its consequences. It's a reminder that success often comes from doing the simple things well, from staying focused on your goals, and from persevering through challenges. Just as in chess, life is a journey of growth and discovery. Every move, every decision, and every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Whether you're pushing a pawn to promotion or navigating a difficult situation in life, the principles of chess can guide you to success. Embracing the journey. In chess, as in life, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every move, every decision, and every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Whether you win or lose, the true reward is the experience of playing the game. In life, as in chess, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every challenge, every success, and every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become the best version of yourself. Embrace the journey and let the principles of chess guide you to success. Chess is a game of infinite possibilities, a game that challenges us to think, to adapt, and to grow. but it's also a game that offers profound lessons for life. By studying chess, we can learn how to approach life with greater clarity, purpose, and resilience. We can learn how to set goals, navigate complexity, and finish strong. And we can learn how to embrace the journey, with all its challenges and opportunities. So the next time you sit down at the chessboard, remember that you're not just playing a game, you're practicing for life. And the lessons you learn on the board can guide you to success in all your endeavors.